days, my mother cried because the war in Vietnam was going on. And I said, Mom, why are you crying? We don't know anybody in that war. And she said, because I cry for the mothers, the fathers, the brothers, the sisters, and for the young men and women that are serving. And I looked at her and I said, you know what, Mom? When I grow up, I never want to be the mother or the wife of a soldier who's at war. I don't think I could take the pain. Yet, a year ago, I became the mother of a son who went off to war. And somehow, our dear Lord, and friends and family and wonderful people like you are there to hold us up and give us strength and courage. And with our dear Lord's help, the days go by and the months went by. And soon my son came home. Not soon enough, of course. There were days and weeks that would go by, sometimes months, before I would hear from him. And I never knew where he was, what was going on. But today, on this very special day, I am here, standing here, proud and happy, and very thankful to be here with all of you. Happy because we're all here together, family, friends. Thankful to our dear Lord who brought us this beautiful day and who brought my son safely home from Iraq. And extremely, extremely proud to introduce to you my beloved son, who is my hero, and I'm very proud of him. United States Marine, Lance Corporal OXI.
I just got back from Iraq. I was there 10 months. If anybody's been following the news, I'm sure you've all heard of Fallujah, Ramadi, Najaf. I was pretty much all those places. Every time you heard something bad in the news, I can guarantee you I was there. One thing that I really learned, and I really didn't learn until I actually went there and spent almost a year living with the Iraqi people and fighting against the terrorist cells over there, is the true meaning and the true price of freedom. It is something that it is so valued, yet people, a lot of people really, you know, they look over that. So we're so used to the way that we're living nowadays, how comfortable we are at home, that we really don't get to see how other countries are being treated, how the people are being treated, how the people are being tortured. Well, I got to see that. One thing that I would like to say to all of you is I really, really appreciate the support that the United States has been giving us, giving the soldiers, sailors, Marines, Air Force personnel over in Iraq and in Afghanistan. I really, really appreciate it. Without your guys' support, we would be nothing. It honestly means a lot. Thank you all.
Who actually served in Greece during World War II. I am humbled with respect to introduce them to you. First, I would like to introduce to you Dr. Nicholas Kamakas and his daughter Connie. Dr. Kamakas was born in 1911 Stomia near Lattice. He served in the Greek army from nearly the beginning of the Mussolini invasion to fought the Italians and the Germans. He came to the United States in 1947 and served our community as a pediatrician. He married in 1948 with his wife Alexandra and 2 children, Nick and Connie, and 5 grandchildren. Pictures, Dr. Kamakas, you can see it on the wall.
Με μεγάλη τιμή και περηφάνεια θέλω να συστήσουμε 2 επέμβους αξιωματικούς που περέθησαν στον Δεύτερο Παγκόσμιο Πόλεμο. Θα συστήσουμε πρώτα τον γιατρό Νίκολα Καμάκα και την κόρη του Χάνη. Ο γιατρός Καμάκας γεννήθηκε το 1911 στο Στόμιο, κοντά στη Λάρισα. Υπερέτησε στην Ελλάδα. Πολέμησε το Δεύτερο Παγκόσμιο Πόλεμο κατά των Ιταλών και Γερμανών. Ήρθε στις Ηνωμένες Πολιτείες το 1947 και πρόσφερε τις υπηρεσίες του σαν παιδίατρος στην κοινότητά μας. Παντρεύτηκε το 1948 με τη σύζυγό του Αλεξάνδρου. Έχουν 2 παιδιά, τον Νίκο και την Κάνη, και 5 εγγόνια.
I ask Father Joseph to come up and do the honors of presentation. Oh wait, change the program. Is Connie will be speaking? If Connie could come up now. Connie, Dr. Kamakis' daughter, will speak next.
Hi, my father would like to be up here, I know, to tell the story, but he has a problem with the vocal cord, so he's unable to do it, so I'm going to try and do it for him. As they mentioned, he was born in 1911 in Estonia, and at the age of 17, he went to medical school. He was admitted to medical school at the University of Athens and graduated in 1934. And after medical school, he served his 1-year compulsory service in the Greek Navy as a junior officer. And when that was completed, he took an exam, a competitive exam, and decided to become a career medical officer in the Greek Army. And he served as in a mobile surgical unit in Barova, in Albania. And this was from the time of the Greek involvement in 1940 until the middle of December of the same year. And at that point, he was to become transferred to the 45th Infantry Division of the Cretan Division. And he was sent there because their regimental doctor had been killed by an Italian artillery shot. So he was sent to the 45th Division to replace his regimental doctor. And as I said, he was killed by an Italian artillery shell, and so the doctor that my father was sent to replace, he had then found out was a friend and a classmate from medical school. So he was in the 45th Infantry on the front line at Trebisina Mountain from 19 up until 1941, which is when spring of 1941, when the Germans had encircled northern Greece, and then his regiment surrendered. So after the Germans occupied Greece, my dad went back to Athens and became an assistant in pediatrics at Evangelismos Hospital in Athens. And during the German occupation, the Greek government, some of the officials were exiled to Cairo. And there remained an underground in Athens, and a friend of my father's, who was a professor at the university, was a member of this underground. And he came to my father and told him of a desperate need that they had in a British Army hospital in Cairo, well, not Cairo, in Egypt. And that if there might be a position that he would like to occupy. So my dad thought about it, and then this friend who also mentioned to him that there was a plan at that time to take 25 high-ranking Greek officers and plan an escape from them, for them to get out of Athens and join the rest of the deposed government in Cairo. And if my dad wanted to, he could accompany them, and that would be his way out. But this was a very dangerous proposition because being accompanying these Greek officials. If they would have gotten caught, they would have been killed. And the way that they were doing it is they were going to escape at night by sea. So my dad decided to do it, and January of 43 is when it happened. So he accompanied these Greek army officials, and they went across the Aegean at night from Athens and landed in Turkey. And once he got there, he went to the Greek embassy, and they sent him on a train to the British Naval Hospital, the British Army Hospital, which was on the Suez Canal. And my dad stayed there until the end of the war, treating injured Greek soldiers who were sent to that hospital. So after the war, he returned back to Athens and completed his training of pediatrics at the Children's Hospital. And while he was there, he was offered a fellowship, he heard of a fellowship that was being offered by the United States Institute of International Studies, and it was a fellowship to study tuberculosis in children. So he took an exam and scored highly on it and was offered a fellowship from Washington University Medical School to come and study tuberculosis for a 2-year fellowship. So in 1947, he came to St. Louis to begin his fellowship. And during that time, he met and married my mom, Alexandra, and decided to remain in St. Louis. So then he completed his fellowship here, and then he also completed a year internship at St. Louis University and a 3-year residency at the University of Illinois Presbyterian Hospital in Chicago. And during this 3-year residency, he became a citizen, and my parents had their first child, my brother Ned. So after he completed all of his training, he started his own practice, which was in 1954. And before really starting his practice, he obtained his Missouri license and started his practice in 54, and then a few years later, they had their second child, which was me. So, along with practicing medicine over the years, he became involved in some other organizations like the Masons and the HEPA, Scottish Rite, and Missouri Medical Society. And he also became an assistant clinical professor at St. Louis University, where he would take medical students around on the rounds. He practiced pediatrics for 40 years, retired at the age of 81. And during those years, he was happy to see that his children married and gave him 4 grandsons, 2 of which are here today, 2 of which are away at school. They couldn't be here for this event. So, in closing, my family and I thank Mr. Theodoro for all the work he did, and for the Assumption Church in recognizing my dad and his service in the war. Thank you very much.
Now, I'm sorry. Next, we will do the presentation by Father Joseph.
Assumption Greek Orthodox Church, Tunnicliffe, Missouri, honors Dr. Nicholas Kamakis in recognition of his service and sacrifice to his country in World War II, and the fellowship to our community. God bless you. October 24th, 2004.
Next, I would like to introduce Mr. Alexandros Kokos. Mr. Kokos was Granetta and has 2 children, Maria and Theodora, daughter-in-law Joanne, prisoners, Kimmy, Peter, Jane, and Christina. Pictures of the Kokos family will be also displayed on the wall. Mr. Kokos' granddaughter, Kimmy, will translate the speech into English and give Jenny a break.
Και θα ήθελα να σας συστήσω τον κύριο Αλέξανδρο Κόκο. Ο κύριος Κόκος γεννήθηκε το 1920 στο Πισοντέρι, Φλόρινας. Υπερέφησε τον ελληνικό στρατό και πολέμησε στο Δεύτερο Παγκόσμιο Πόλεμο στην Ελλάδα. Το επάγγελμά του είναι γράφτης. Παντρεύτηκε την Ανέτα και έχουν δύο παιδιά, τη Μαρία και τον Θόδωρο. Η νύφη τους Ιωάννα και 5 εγγόνια. Τον Αλέξανδρο, Κίνη, Πίτερ, Τζένι και Χριστίνα. Η φωνή Κίνη θα καταφράσει το λόγο του Κυρίου Κόκου.
Ο πόλεμος ευλέγει στην Κρήτη στις 21 Μαΐου 1941. Οι Γερμανοί εισέβαλαν στην Κρήτη με όλες τις δυνάμεις. Η μάχη ήταν μανιώδης, πυρετώδης και πολύ αιματερή και οι δύο μεριές είχαν πολλές απώλειες.
The war found me in Crete in May, on the 21st of 1941. The Germans invaded Crete with all the power they had. The fight was fierce, brutal, and very bloody. Both sides suffered many casualties.
Η Κρήτη έπεσε στα χέρια των Γερμανών. Η μονάδα μου με τους λίγους που μείναμε ζωντανοί και εγώ πιαστήκαμε εχμάλωτοι. Η πρώτη δουλειά ήταν να θάψουμε όλα τα αυτόματα των Γερμανών, τα περισσότερα είχαν λιώσει.
Crete fell into German hands. My unit, the few that were left alive, and I were captured prisoners of war. My first job was to bury all the dead bodies, a lot of which were decaying.
Η ζωή ως εχμάλωτος ήταν ανυπόκορη. Στην καρδιά μου και στο μυαλό μου κυριαρχούσε η λέξη του Κολοκοτρώνη. Ελευθερία ή θάνατος.
The life in prison was unbearable. In my heart and in my mind were the words of Kolokotroni, freedom or death.
Μετά από 6 μήνες εχμάλωτος, κατάφερα και διατραπέτησα, ήρθα και ήταν ελεύθερος και μοναχός αετός, όχι πολύ όμως.
After 6 months in prison, I succeeded in escaping. I felt free like a lone eagle, but not for long.
Όλος ο γερμανικός στρατός στην Κρήτη με ψάχνανε. Στήσανε σε όλη την περιοχή.
The entire German army of Crete were after me, as they combed the area.
Κυνηγημένος σαν άγριος τελείο. Η οικογένεια Παναγιωτάκη, στο χωριό Κοκολιές, με κρύψανε, ξέροντας πολύ καλά πως όλη η οικογένειά τους θα τους σκοτώνανε εάν με βρίσκανε.
I was hunted like a wild animal. The Panagiotakis family in the Vukuyas village hid me, knowing that their whole family would be killed if I was found.
Με βρήκε σχεδόν 1 χρόνο να φτάσω στο σπίτι μου. Στα βουνά και στους οάτους, αποφεύγοντας τα χωριά και τις πόλεις. Πιασμένος, καμιά φορά, μια εβδομάδα δεν είχα να φάω. Χωρίς παπούτσια, σκισμένα ρούχα, κοιμόμουν κάτω από τα δέντρα, σε σπηλιές, κρυμμένος όλους τους. Όλοι με βοηθήσατε, πάλι με βοηθήσατε εμένα.
It took me almost a year through the mountains and the creeks, avoiding the cities and the towns. I was hungry, not eating for a week at times. No shoes and torn clothes. Sleeping in the trees, in caves, cold, and so on. To reach my own village, a lot of people helped me by putting their lives and their families in a lot of danger.
Υπηρέτησα στο ελληνικό στρατό 4 ακόμη χρόνια. Αν και ο Θεός τελείωσε, αν και ο Θεός με βοήθησε και ήρθα στην Αμερική, αν και με την ευλογία του Θεού έχω πολύ καλή σύζυγο, ωραιότατη οικογένεια και πολλούς καλούς φίλους, ακόμα κάτι μου έλειπε από τη ζωή μου.
I served in the Greek army for 4 additional years. Although the war was over, I was blessed to come to America. I was blessed with a wonderful wife, family, and many, many friends. Still there was something missing in my life.
Ο Θεός με βοήθησε το 1978 με τη
putting their lives and the lives of the entire village in jeopardy because of me.
Απλά τους είπα ευχαριστώ. Αυτοί είναι οι πραγματικοί ήρωες.
I just said thank you to them. They are the real heroes.
Ευχαριστώ τον Θεό που με φύλαξε ασφαλή.
Thank God for keeping me safe.
Ευχαριστώ τον Θεό που με έφερε στην Αμερική.
Thank God for bringing me to America.
Ευχαριστώ τον Θεό που έχω ερωτάτη να μάθω η οικογένεια που είμαι τόσο πολύ περήφανος.
Thank God for my wonderful, wonderful family, which they make me so very proud.
Τώρα είμαι ελεύθερος και περήφανος σαν τον Άιτο.
Now I am free and proud like an eagle.
Ζήτω 6 Οκτωβρίου, ζήτω η Ελλάδα.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is my pastor.
Assumption report that the church time in Missouri honors Alexis Kokos in recognition of service and sacrifice to his country in World War II and the fellowship to our community. God bless you, October 24th, 2004.
Dr. Damakis and Mr. Kokos, you are truly heroes, and we honor you. Thank you. Next, we will honor members of our community who are veterans of our armed forces.
I just wanted to say that my father's military background had radiated through his entire life in raising us as kids. He taught us persistence, discipline, and a great work ethic. And we love him. Thank you, Dad.
Κύριος Στίβ Παραβαμίλης, βρέσει στην Ελλάδα, στο στρατό.
I respect my dad a whole lot. Through the years, he's taught us a lot of dignity and honor, and I love him a lot. Thank you, Dad, for everything.
Ο κύριος Στίβ Μπέλος, υπερέβησε στην Ελλάδα, στο Βελγικό.
We would just like to thank all the veterans in both wars, and in the United States and in Greece.
Κύριος Κωνσταντίνος Αντωνόπουλος, υπερέβησε στην Ελλάδα, στο πυροβολικό τμήμα.
veteran is
I think
receiving
his wife
the
both
honor.
died, but thank you, OXI.
First Sergeant Nick Otakis, the United States Army. First Sergeant. Thank you for your service. Maybe.
I just want to thank all the military for fighting for us. And I also want to thank my husband. He did 41 years of military service. I'm very proud of him.
Our next serviceman, Major Tyler B. Birch, cannot be with us. He's on active duty, but his son will come up and receive his recognition. Thank you for your service.
I wasn't prepared to come up here, but I just wanted to say that this is going to be the third generation probably that went to the military. First came my father and my brother that were in the Army, and then we went to the Air Force with my husband Tyler. Thank you. We're very, very proud of the military, what they're doing. Thank you.
Receiving for his dad will be his son Ray. Next, Daniel Jackson, United States Army, Sergeant First Class. Great attack, show me.
Good try.
The reason we do it this way is, as all husbands know, you have to earn the medal from your wife.
Shula.
Thought if I walked fast enough, I could leave her back at the table.
Such a sweetie.
Ο κύριος Αθανάσιος Δέρος υπερέτησε στην Ελλάδα, στην Ελευθερούπολη Καβάλας. Ήταν στο
I just want to say that